Join me as I try to explain the concept of IBIT stock in just 5 minutes. Can I do it without losing my mind? IBIT stock has been making waves in the market lately, and for good reason. As a popular exchange-traded fund, or ETF, it's designed to track the performance of Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency. This means that IBIT stock is essentially a way for investors to gain exposure to the crypto market without actually having to buy and store Bitcoin themselves. The world of cryptocurrency is known for its volatility, and IBIT stock is no exception. With regulatory concerns and market fluctuations, there are plenty of challenges that investors need to be aware of. One of the biggest concerns is the lack of clear regulations around cryptocurrency, which can make it difficult for investors to know what to expect. Another challenge facing IBIT stock is the risk of market volatility. As we've seen in the past, the value of Bitcoin can fluctuate rapidly, which can impact the performance of IBIT stock. This means that investors need to be prepared for some potential ups and downs. Regulatory concerns are also a major issue for IBIT stock. With governments and regulatory bodies still figuring out how to handle cryptocurrency, there's a risk that new regulations could impact the performance of IBIT stock. This can make it difficult for investors to make informed decisions. Some investors are also concerned about the security risks associated with IBIT stock. As with any investment, there's always a risk of hacking and other security breaches, which can impact the performance of the fund. So, what's the story behind IBIT stock? Historically, it's performed well, with strong returns for investors who got in early. In the context of the broader financial market, IBIT stock is an interesting play for those looking to diversify their portfolios. Recently, there have been some notable developments that have impacted the stock's performance. One thing to keep in mind is that IBIT stock is still a relatively new player in the market. This means that there's still a lot of uncertainty around its long-term performance. However, for investors looking to get in on the crypto action, IBIT stock is definitely worth considering. The team behind IBIT stock has been working hard to improve its performance and make it more attractive to investors. With some recent updates and developments, IBIT stock is looking more promising than ever. As we look to the future, one thing is clear: IBIT stock is an investment opportunity that can't be ignored. With its strong performance and growing popularity, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. One engaging insight to consider is the potential for IBIT stock to continue growing as more investors look to get in on the crypto market. With the rise of cryptocurrency, there's a lot of potential for IBIT stock to increase in value. Some experts are predicting that IBIT stock could see significant growth in the coming months, making it an attractive investment opportunity for those looking to get in on the ground floor. Of course, as with any investment, there are also risks to consider. But for those willing to take on that risk, IBIT stock could be a smart move. Ultimately, the future of IBIT stock will depend on a variety of factors, including regulatory developments and market trends. So, what's the takeaway on IBIT stock? In short, it's a complex investment opportunity that's worth considering for those looking to diversify their portfolios. With its strong performance and growing popularity, IBIT stock is definitely worth keeping an eye on. If you've got thoughts on IBIT stock, I'd love to hear them. Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about cryptocurrency and investing, be sure to check out our video on the top 5 crypto stocks to watch in 2023.